Hey, what's going on, everybody? Most of you here watch all the videos that I upload, so if you remember about a week ago, I said in one of those videos that I had this big announcement to make for the next giveaway. Well, today's going to be that day because the package that I ordered has arrived, and I'm going to be giving away the entire Blu-ray series to one lucky subscriber. That's right, seasons 1 through 6 on Blu-ray, one of you will win, so stay tuned until the end of this video to find out about all the details about how you can win. Now let's get into today's video. But there's something that needs to be addressed first, because there are actually people out there that are making theory videos that are based 100% from the plot leak. Not only are they using both plot leaks, but they're actually claiming it as their theory that they created, which is absolutely a lie. You guys know that I love to talk about spoilers, especially when they are backed up with some evidence. But I can never take stuff from this leak then claim it as my own theory. Especially when there's been no evidence of some of that shit actually coming true. So in spite of that, I want to talk about some stuff without using any evidence we have gotten from the spoilers. In fact, there really hasn't been any officially spoiled information about this character. Nothing has been proven, at least. And one thing about this plot leak that has bothered me ever since I read it was the lack of information about Littlefinger. Out of all the stuff it says, it has less than a few sentences about Littlefinger, which is a major red flag to me. You mean to tell me that Littlefinger's going to sit at Winterfell for the entire season until his death at the very end? There is no way in hell that is accurate. And I think the evidence from previous seasons is the best evidence to use to find out what Littlefinger will do next or what will happen to Littlefinger next. And I can see Littlefinger dying by the end of next season, but it's not going to go down like everyone thinks. And I think there is a way that Sansa Stark can kill two birds with one stone. So let me briefly go over how the show ended to set up where I think it's going to go next, which would be a little bit more interesting in my opinion than Sansa and Arya sitting at Winterfell and bickering with each other. Now that Sansa's Aunt Lysa's dead, that has left her son Sweet Robin in power of the Vale. But we all know that as of right now, Littlefinger's actually the one calling the shots. Littlefinger has a lot of influence over Sweet Robin, just like he did with his mother Lysa. And for a time, he even had influence over Sansa. But things have changed drastically, and Littlefinger will not be talking his way out of this one. And Littlefinger has made a few critical errors in the last couple episodes, and he assumed that by him providing the Vale army, that was enough to get him something in return, as if that would erase Sansa's memory of everything he has done. Now, although Littlefinger brought the Vale army personally, Sansa could have easily cut off his connection to Sweet Robin. One mention of how her Aunt Lysa died, and Lord Royce would have taken pleasure in dismembering Littlefinger himself. And Sweet Robin already said on his own that Sansa is his cousin, and he should help her. Then Littlefinger agreed. So I believe Sansa could have got the Vale there with or without Littlefinger. But Littlefinger's ego has gotten in the way, and he thinks he is so smart that he can always find a way or create a way to get what he wants or get out of anything that he has done. And he thought that by telling Sansa he wants her by his side on the Iron Throne, that she was just going to fall head over heels for his bullshit. But that's not going to happen anymore.
A picture of me on the Iron Throne. And you by my side.
It's a pretty picture.
News of this battle will spread quickly through the Seven Kingdoms. I've declared for House Stark for all to hear.
You've declared for other houses before Lord Baelish. It's never stopped you from serving yourself.
He was even cocky enough to think that what he said was sweet enough for a kiss. But Sansa shut that down real quick. Not only does she not want to be with Littlefinger, but I think she doesn't even desire being queen like she once did. Sansa has learned harshly about what comes with the Iron Throne. She even said herself that she was stupid for thinking life could be this sweet little fairy tale with princes and princesses, which is why Sansa had no problem with Jon becoming king. When King in the North was echoed through the halls of Winterfell, Sansa was happy as hell for Jon. She was proud of Jon. Littlefinger said he declared for House Stark for everyone to hear, but Sansa even shut that down, knowing that he will still do whatever is in his best interest. Even though we know Ned Stark is not Jon's father, I think Sansa now looks at Jon and can see her father in Jon, in ways other than just physical appearance. Which is why Sansa handmade Jon the top coat just like Ned used to wear. What Sansa will lack from having her dad around, she will now gain from Jon. That warmth of having family around, that protection, and in return Sansa will want to protect Jon. Which leads to Littlefinger's second mistake. The look he gave Jon when he was named king. Sansa knows that look, and she knows how dangerous Littlefinger can be, especially now that he has control of an army. The look Sansa gave Littlefinger has been misinterpreted by so many people. Sansa didn't give that look because she thought he was right. Sansa gave that look as in, what the fuck is your problem? And what are you about to do? The discussion Jon and Sansa had told me everything I needed to know about the future of their relationship.
You told me Lord Baelish sold you to the Boltons.
He did.
And you trust him?
Only a fool would trust Littlefinger. I should have told you about him. About the Knights of the Vale. I'm sorry.
We need to trust each other. We can't fight a war amongst ourselves. We have so many enemies now.
Sansa will not betray Jon, and she is done with Littlefinger and his bullshit. She is done being lied to and tricked by Littlefinger. Sansa was genuinely upset that she didn't tell Jon about the Vale. She will take Jon's advice about protecting one another. She said herself that you cannot trust Littlefinger, and the look he just gave her was alarming. Sansa knows she will need to act first, and act fast. Littlefinger is too dangerous with an army behind him now. And what is one way Sansa can remove Littlefinger's power, but still keep control of the Vale?
How do you make people fly?
We don't.
What do you do with all the bad people? And the scary people and the people you don't like?
I never did anything with them at all. Girls didn't take part in that where I came from.
Well, I'm the Lord of the Vale. When I grow up, I'll be able to fly anybody who bothers me. Or you. When we get married, you can tell me if you don't like somebody, and then we can bring them back here and whoosh! Right through the moon door.
I like the sound of that.
By marrying Sweet Robin, she can keep the Vale for House Stark and remove Littlefinger from power. That's right, Sansa's not going to be forced into marrying Littlefinger. And Arya is not going to wear Sansa's face to kill him. She wouldn't even need to do that. Sansa knows by the look on Littlefinger's face, he is done supporting Jon. The clues have been there for us to see. And Sansa's character arc has already been set in motion, and she is on the rise and will no longer take 2 steps back in development because of what Littlefinger's actions are. Sansa now knows the rules of the game and what Littlefinger wants. And Littlefinger now knows that manipulating Sansa is a dead end, and he's not going to sit around knowing that Sansa sees through his bullshit. Sansa will need to act fast before he does what he does best, which is removing people from power. And Robin is already willing to marry Sansa, and all she needs to do is explain to Robin what really happened to his mother Lysa, and say she kept it a secret because she feared for her life, and I think Sweet Robin would understand. But Littlefinger's not that easily outmaneuvered. He knows that if he can't trust Sansa with his secrets anymore, that he's going to be the one that needs to act fast. And what did Littlefinger tell Sansa? He said, "Gold will only buy a man's silence for a short period of time, but a bolt to the heart will buy it forever." And Sansa knows this, and knows the information that she has can get her killed. And what did Tyrion say about Sansa when his brother Jaime asked about Joffrey's death? Tyrion said, "Sansa did not kill Joffrey. She is not a killer. Not yet." Which means she is going to personally kill someone. And I'm sure most of you think that Sansa was the one who killed Ramsay, but she did not personally kill Ramsay. Watch that scene again, guys. Sansa walked up to Jon and asked him where Ramsay was because she had no idea where Jon had put him. And when she walked up to the kennels, Ramsay was already there, tied up, and the kennel doors were already left open. Those dogs were going to eat Ramsay whether Sansa was there or not. So Sansa still needs to kill someone herself. And who better than Littlefinger? I think it makes a lot more sense for Sansa to kill Littlefinger than it does for Arya to kill Littlefinger. Sansa has that much more of an emotional connection to Littlefinger. And if you want this death to be the most satisfying, it has to come by the hands of Sansa. That's my opinion. And what did Sweet Robin say? "We can bring the bad man back here. We can bring him back to the Vale and throw them through the moon door." But it's not going to be Robin who does it. What is Littlefinger's weakness? It's a Stark woman. Sansa's going to get Littlefinger in close, as if she wants to kiss him this time. And out he goes. The mockingbird will fly, and Sansa Stark will complete her story arc to now being a strong woman who deals out her own justice. At least that's how I see it. That's what all these clues are telling me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. All the clues are already out here, so, if other people are seeing it the same way I do, then you're going to think the same thing and come to the same conclusion. Because the signs are all there for this to happen. But now, let's talk about the giveaway. But first, like this video, please, and subscribe to this channel, please. That way you guys are already in position to win the complete Game of Thrones series. That's right, seasons 1 through 6 on Blu-ray, the whole series, the deleted scenes, the extra scenes, the history and lore, all that stuff is going to be in there. And one of you will win that. Just so I can show my appreciation for how cool all of you guys have always been to me. But now that I have over 12,000 subscribers, I'm no longer going to be able to use the application that I was using to randomly select a name. So I'm going to officially announce the giveaway in my next video. And in that video, I'm going to provide a link. That way you guys can have multiple entries to try to win this prize. So keep your eyes open for my very next video. Like this video, please. Subscribe to this channel if you want to enter. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys taking all the time out of your day to listen to this. And I will see you in the comment section. Bye.